Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video, so excited to do. Placed a little Sephora order and I picked up the new, wait for it, I picked up the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation. This is a Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation for your best healthy looking skin every day. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try this out, see what we think of it. That sounds fun. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, welcome. So I'm very excited to do this video. I just placed my order with a Sephora today. I'm filming this on Friday. I did do the same day delivery because I was very excited. I am also going to be going on vacation next week, so I knew if I ordered this and waited, you know, the 2-3 days or whatever for delivery, it was gonna come while I was gone. So the same day delivery, I was like, let's go ahead and do it. I can get the foundation in. I can do a little demo with it, give my first thoughts on the foundation. I talked about this in a Will I Buy It video and I said that I was looking forward to it and I was planning to purchase it. So that is what we are going to do today. So let me read a little bit about this foundation. Let me tell you about it. It came available on the Charlotte Tilbury website first, but then when I saw it come available on Sephora, I was like, if I can do same day delivery, I'm gonna do it. It comes right to my doorstep. And in this cute little bag. I was very excited about that. So this one retails for $44. It says it's a 16-hour natural glow foundation with a buildable medium coverage to hydrate, smooth, blur pores, and brighten skin. So medium coverage, natural finish, those are like two of my favorites when it comes to foundation. It has hyaluronic acid, a rose complex, the Bix Active, which visibly reduces shines and blurs the look of pores. Alrighty, so I am excited about this. Like I said, it was $44. I got the shade 6N. I was kind of going back and forth between 6 and 7, but I don't know. Hopefully this will work out. I do have a primer down already. I just used the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which is a favorite of mine. And for my skin type, I would say I'm a little bit more on the combo side. My skin has changed a lot over the past year and a half or so, but as of right now, a little bit more on the combo side, and I'm 34, so I don't have the most youthful skin, don't have the most mature skin. So this one comes in a tube like so, which I don't mind. I don't mind that. And it also does have a pump on it. So I typically like to apply foundation with a damp sponge. This one is from a DSMD shop. That's the way that I typically always apply my foundations, so that's how I'm gonna go ahead and try it. So I'm just gonna do some pumps here. So I have, let's see how many I do. So I did about 2 pumps there. Ooh, it is pretty liquidy. Okay, just, oh, let me zoom you in. That would probably help, right? Yes. All right, zoomed in, so hopefully you can actually see how the foundation applies now. So I just typically go ahead and dot like so, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend out. First thoughts, I think 6N was probably a good choice. 7N might have been a little bit too dark for me at this moment. So I'm just blending out with the damp sponge. Looks like it's blending pretty easily. I'm gonna do a little bit more to get a little bit more coverage because I do have some areas of my skin that are not impressed with me. I did also get a lash lift and tint yesterday. I know that's not what this video is about, but I did get a lash lift and tint. I've been wanting to do something with my lashes, but extensions, you can't really wear makeup. It's not really advised to wear makeup with them. So that wasn't gonna work out for me. So instead I just did a lift and tint, which is not as time consuming or as restricting or as expensive. So here is one pass. Like I said, I'm gonna build it up a little bit more, because right now I would say this is like light medium, like a light medium coverage. I do actually really like this shade, and it appears to be glowy, but not like too much. If you can see, it just kind of, that healthy glow. So I'm gonna do this much, and then we're gonna go ahead and apply and see how it builds up. Today's gonna be the first day that I put eye makeup on. I just got the lashes done yesterday, Thursday. So I didn't wear any makeup yesterday at all. So I didn't have to like wash my face at night, even though typically I always wash my face. I just used a toner instead in my nighttime skincare routine. But I'm gonna wear makeup today and see how it goes taking it off. This is really beautiful. Okay. Ooh. I think that looks really nice. I'm gonna try to get like super close to the camera. I think that looks really pretty, and that second pass really went in and covered a lot for me. Like at this point, I wouldn't even feel the need to go in with concealer. Like sometimes I do a pretty light pass with foundations and then I'll come in with concealer and spot conceal. Other times I like to do something more medium buildable and then only do concealer on my under eyes. But that I think looks really pretty. It definitely gives that very natural glowy effect, which I am liking a lot. It doesn't feel too heavy on my skin. I don't see it like sometimes foundations can kind of build up funny around my nose, or like sometimes right in here I have like weird things happening with foundation, but that looks really nice and it feels good. Right now the time is 2:40, so a little bit later in the day, and I do want this video to go up, if not tonight, it's gonna go up tomorrow morning. So I don't know if I'll be able to do a proper check-in. There might be one at the end of this video. Otherwise, I'll leave an update in the description box if I finish the editing tonight and just kind of give my, some more initial thoughts on how it lasted throughout the day. I really like that. If you have oily skin, this one, it's hard for me to say because I'm not as oily as I once was, but you might find this one a little bit too glowy. You might just be able to use a powder and that might be able to tamp it down for you. But also if you have dry skin, I think that you might really, really like this one. Honestly, like I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror. Hi girl. I'm just gonna use a little bit of concealer. I'm just gonna use my Anastasia concealer. I'm just gonna do this on my under eyes and set my under eyes with powder, and then I'll let this like settle in for a hot second, and then we'll come back and see if I still have the same thoughts. So it's just been 10-15 minutes or so. I added my concealer. I put down some of my Charlotte Tilbury powder just on my under eyes. I put away the soup that I made for lunch, and we are back. So I've been staring at myself in the mirror and trying to pull my thoughts together. And I still stand by what I said about if you have oily skin, this might not be your absolute favorite, because even now I'm a little bit more oily in my T-zone area and a little bit more dry on the other areas. And I can tell like right here on my forehead is I can just tell is a little bit more glowy than other parts, and maybe a little bit here on my chin too. A little bit more glowy. Like I would make sure to powder there, like really emphasize the powder in those areas to make sure that it doesn't get too shiny. But I do typically set my foundations with powder. Now when I come back to review this, I will have tried it in multiple ways, with brushes, with different primers, with different powders, etc., different sprays. That way I can kind of give my full balanced thoughts, but this is just a first impression. But I thought that I would set it with my Charlotte Tilbury powder because I feel like that makes sense, Charlotte and Charlotte. I do also, I love my Dior powder. My Dior powder, no powder. But to me, I describe the Dior as like a magical powder. Like to me, it can fix any sort of foundation. So when I'm doing a first impression like this, I actually don't want to use the Dior because I think that my skin just always looks super flawless, even just when I wear the Dior powder by itself. But like I said, and I feel like especially like I do need to powder. So I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury. I just need a brush. So I'm just gonna use a brush from Eco Tools. It's actually a blending and bronzing brush. It's just a duo fiber, but I've used it for powder. And then I'm just going to lightly tap that over, and we will see what we think. And perhaps maybe you're new to my channel and you're like, I don't know, Samantha, how do you feel about that Charlotte Tilbury powder? I think this is my third one. So you could say I'm a fan. You could say I'm a fan. I especially love it for my under eyes because it's so lightweight, which makes it really, really nice for the under eyes since it's such a delicate area. But it is also really nice for the face. I use the shade 2 Medium. It's just, I have fallen so in love with my Dior as of recently. I feel like that took away some of the shine that I was seeing on the center of my face, but it didn't alter, to me, it didn't alter the foundation in a big way like sometimes the Dior can do. I still think that looks really nice. It's like I still have that glow with it. Now to me it looks like even more natural with a little bit of the powder down. Okay. All right, I am actually going to finish off my makeup and then I will come back to give some final thoughts. All right, so I am back. I finished off my makeup. I can link anything that I use in the description box. I'm testing out the new Colourpop by the Rosé collection. So I have the eyeshadow palette on and then also a blush. I didn't film this look, but I have another look with that palette up on my Instagram, which is March Beauty Word, if you'd want to check it out. Also, I didn't do my outfit of the day in the beginning, but that's just usually because when I do these style of videos, I'm typically just wearing pajamas, so I'm zoomed in, but I just have my sweatpants on and then my unbothered tank top that is a part of my merch line. So I know sometimes when I do this style or get ready with me and I'm in like my comfy clothes, I don't do my outfit of the day and then people are like, what were you wearing? I'm like, oh shoot, I'm sorry. So that's all that I have on, but here is another close-up of what my skin is looking like with the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I'll say I had no issues putting anything else on top of the foundation and I'm really liking how it's looking still. So it's only been about probably about 40 minutes now. You know, I finished doing my makeup and I always get like distracted while I'm doing that too. So it's been about 30-40 minutes and I actually really like this one. So Charlotte Tilbury has not always been my favorite when it comes to foundations. I did like her Light Wonder, but her like Magic foundation I wasn't a huge fan of, and her last one that she came out with, what was it called? Her Airbrush Flawless foundation, I did not like that at all. This one I'm seeming to like much more. Again, just stressing this is a first impression and all of that. And I will come back to give a full review on my thoughts after I can actually test it out some more. But based on my first impression, I'm really enjoying this one. Like I said, a natural finish with a little bit more of a glow and then a medium coverage foundation. Those are some of my favorites. And I feel like that really delivered. So I had a really good time with this one. I found it easy to use. The shade match I think is really good. I'm glad that I went with 6N versus 7N. So if we're typically pretty close in foundations, I think 6N might be nice. I like the packaging on this. I like that it has the pump with it also, not one to like have to pour. I appreciate that. I think this is going to be really easy to travel with. I'm going to do a travel makeup bag video also for the makeup that I'm taking, and I'm probably just gonna pop this one in my bag so I can be testing it out while I am gone, so I can get a review as soon as I'm back. But so far so good. My first impression on this foundation is very positive, which I'm super happy about. Like I said, it's $44. It's available now. It's on the Charlotte Tilbury website. I did pick mine up from Sephora, so I have some links down below if you are interested in picking this one up. I would love to know if you grabbed it though. Other than that, I think that is it for this video. One thing I wanted to say, I know this video isn't on my lashes, but just in case you were curious about a lash lift and tint, so I did put mascara on and I used my Maybelline Sky High, and I feel like I can't really tell a difference. And I know that you can wear mascara with them, and the girl even said, she's like, you have really nice natural lashes and this is just gonna make mascara look so much better on them. I honestly feel like there's really not much of a difference, and it might be me because I'm like a little bit nervous. I could tell even when I was doing my eyeshadow, I wasn't getting super close to the lash line because it's just like me being nervous about it. And so I know I wasn't being like as aggressive with my mascara as I usually am, so maybe I just have to get used to that. But I'm curious if you've had a lash lift or a lash tint, did you notice? I feel like that's kind of odd. I thought mascara was gonna really make them like bang bang, but I feel like not much happened. Could be me, could be a user thing, but I just wanted to point that out real quick since I had mentioned that I had gotten that done yesterday. So just something that I noticed. But all right, other than that, that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found it helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video.